Hey, Kyle from Piedmont Yaupon Tea here in Cary, North Carolina, and I figured while I take a quick break from mowing and weeding my Yaupon farm here, I'd talk to you all about how you might be able to find and identify Yaupon Holly in the wild, so that you can, if you come across it, grab a little bit to take home, dry and roast, and try on your own. I feel like most of the time we think of caffeine as something that comes from plants that are grown in exotic places along the equator or rural tea fields of India and China and Japan. But we actually have a great source of caffeine here in the US, Yaupon Holly. So you can get your morning caffeine, your morning energy, without the huge carbon footprint of shipping or flying harvests from other parts of the world. If you're in the southeast United States, basically from Virginia down to northern Florida along the coast, and then all the way along the Gulf Coast out into Texas and even inland in Oklahoma, you might be able to find Yaupon Holly, and you can grab some. Just keep in mind, don't grab too much when you're foraging in the wild. Leave some out there to continue to grow and leave a healthy ecosystem behind you. So along with the leaves, which I'll go into detail on, the stem color is a good sign that what you found is Yaupon Holly. The older stem, I don't know how you can see it, I'll try to get some better lighting on it here, is this really light gray, almost silvery color. And then new growth will be this nice purple red color, sometimes goes to light green as well. Now for the leaves, they can be different sizes depending on which cultivar of Yaupon you come across. But some key characteristics that are in all cultivars of Yaupon Holly leaves are these serrated edges you can see that kind of have spikes to them along both edges, pretty evenly around both sides. Another thing to look for is the growth pattern of the leaves. You can see they alternate as you go down the stem. You'll never have them really mirroring each other identically on either side of the stem. If you see that, you probably have something like Chinese privet, which is not something you want to consume. Chinese privet will have larger leaves, I believe, too, and won't have these serrations, so that's also another giveaway. Probably the most similar looking plant to Yaupon Holly is something you shouldn't find in the wild, where you'll find Yaupon Holly, which is Japanese holly. It has very similar leaves. The new growth is pretty much always going to be bright green on the stem with Japanese holly, and the leaves are a little bit more rounded, and the serration on the leaves is a lot softer, not as sharp as Yaupon. So here's a pretty good example of that silvery stem. You can see it really sticks out here. Now to harvest it, if you find it in the wild, it's important to keep in mind that the stems also contain caffeine and good flavor too. So instead of just stripping the leaves off like you might think you would do, you'll actually clip the whole thing. You'll clip the entire twig off and you'll dry that, and then you can make some tea out of it. So if you're trying to go forage, I hope this video helped you be able to find and identify Yaupon Holly. If you're not feeling adventurous, not into foraging, hopefully you can buy some Yaupon from my farm this fall when I do my first harvest.